أهلاً بكم أنا كارول. Welcome to ArabicPod101.com's Abjadiyya Made Easy, the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn the Arabic alphabet, the Abjadiyya. In the last lesson, we learned 2 new letters in the Arabic alphabet. Do you remember how to write and pronounce them? Remember to keep practicing. In this lesson, we learned 2 new letters of the first group that will be very easy to write and pronounce. They also kind of look alike. Ready to learn? Then let's go. The first letter we're going to learn today is Kaf. The Kaf is pronounced just like the English K. Here's how to write the isolated form. Kaf. Let's look at the other forms of Kaf. Initial, medial, final. Note how the isolated and final versions of this letter are very different from the initial and medial versions. The first 2 look like a hook with a little mark inside, while the second 2 look like an arrowhead pointing to the left. This is one of the few letters in Arabic that have very different forms, depending on their position in the word. Now we'll write them. Kaf. Our second letter for this lesson is Lam. It looks a bit like the previous letter, Kaf, in its isolated and final forms. The Lam sounds like the English L. Very easy to pronounce, right? Now let's handwrite the isolated form. Lam. Here are the other forms of Lam. Initial, medial, final. Okay, let's write them. Lam. Can you see the main differences between the 2 letters we learned in this lesson? There are 2 main differences between Kaf and Lam. The Kaf doesn't dip underneath the line, while the Lam in its isolated and final form does. The other difference is the little mark in Kaf. Great job! Now let's take what we've learned so far and look at some examples that we can write. The first word is kataba. It means to write in the past tense. Kaf is in the initial form with a fatha on top, followed by a ta in the medial form, again with a fatha on top, and then a ba in the final form, also with a fatha. Let's try and write it together. Kataba. The second word is fa'ala. It means to do in the past tense. Here we have a fa in the initial form, ayn in the medial form, and a lam in the final form. Just like the previous kataba, all of the letters have a fatha. Let's write it down. Fa'ala. Now it's time for Carol's tips. When practicing your Arabic writing at home, it's a great idea to sound out the words as you write them. This helps you get used to reading Arabic letters and saying the sounds out loud. For learners, pronunciation is more challenging than writing. If you've been silent up to this point, try to say the words from this lesson now. كتب, فعل. If you're not used to saying Arabic, you'll probably make a few mistakes, but that's all part of learning. In the next lesson, we'll continue learning a few more easy letters from the first group, the one that has English counterparts. I hope you're excited. I'll see you in the next Abjadiya Made Easy lesson. Take care. Salam.